Good morning, everyone. Ready to get going for maths. We're going to make it nice and short and quick and precise this morning. So, ready, 0 top left. We'll get ourselves warmed up and then we'll discuss a bit about area for today. So, 0 top left today, we're going to play in 4s. Ready, set, go. And stop us there. I said double check our numbers. We should have got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, and 48. Alrighty. Let's see, can we beat our score? So rub out our numbers. 0 top left. Ready, set, stop. Excellent. Let's see what we got. We should have had 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, and 48. Really well done if you beat your score, guys. Let's see now. Let's turn it around. How low can you go? Put 48 top left. So 48 top left, going to work back and forth. Really try and get to that 0. You ready? Set, go. Stop us there. Let's have a look. Numbers should have been 48, 44, 40, 36, 32, 28, 24, 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, and 0. All right. Let's see. Go one more time. 10 seconds back on the clock. See how low we can go. Can you manage to beat your score? You ready? Set, go. Stop us there. Let's double check. Numbers should have been 48, 44, 40, 36, 32, 28, 24, 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, 0. All right, really well done, guys, if you managed to beat your score. Should be flying at them by now. So really well done. For this morning, I think we're going to go straight into it. From here, we're going to go straight on and we'll do one round of coin multiplication, and then we're off and running. Okay, so let's go. Coin multiplication. Coins 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200. There are your coins. You're going to play it up and going to go a little bit more difficult today. You're going to try 64. So coin multiplication. You're playing in 64. And the coins 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200. If you have time, you can always put in extra coins up. Well, we'll go as far as that. Okay. And you've got, I'll give you about 40 seconds to see how far or how many coins you can get. Okay. Super. A couple of officers done already. It's fantastic. You have about seconds. Okay, yeah, stop us there. So coins, we're working with number 64. So 64 times 1 is 64. Double 64, well, double 60 or double 6 is 120. Double the 4 makes 8, so times 2 was 128. Ready? We jump to multiplying by 10, we get 640, and then we can half that, which is easy. Half of 600, 300, half of 40 is 20. So 64 times 5 is 320. Multiply it by 20, we can just double the 10, so double 600, 1200, double 40 is 80, so 1280. Multiply it by 50, take our 5 times amount, make it 10 times bigger. 3,200. Multiply it by 100. 6,400. And the very last coin, multiply it by 200. If we double the 100, double 6,000, 12,000, double 400, 800. Okay, there's your coins. We should have got them all done. Alrighty, so you can double check them. And hopefully we're good to go. Alright, super. So that's that one done. Next warm up is you're going to continue from yesterday's work. So right. Ready? 3 shapes, 3 areas. Start one is just a normal, regular 2D shape, so rectangle. All of your answers will be centimeters squared. All those measurements I've given are centimeters. Okay, I'm not trying to trick you or anything, so they're all centimeters. So you have 3 shapes and 3 areas to work out. You've got 60 seconds. See, can you get all 3 areas done? $50 seconds left. Halfway there, 30 seconds left. Last 15. Last 5. 3, 2, 1. Stop us there. So really well done if you managed to get all of them done. Let's go through and see what they were. So the very first one is a shape measuring 10 by 3. So if it measures 10 by 3, our area for that one, 30 centimeters squared. Okay, and don't always remember, put in your measurement and square it. All right. Next over, we then got an irregular shape. For this one, I'm going to I'll go up here. So I've got 4 times 3, so I've got 12 in there. This one is 10, and I don't know how wide it is. So full one is 8, this part is 3, this part must be 5. So 10 times 5 is 50. 50 plus 12 is 62 centimeters squared. So our second shape was 62 centimeters squared. Moving over then, we've got this sort of shoehorn U-type shape. Let's see what we can do here. Again, I'm going to go and spot these sort of irregular shapes tend to be the same, almost the same style a lot of the time. So here we got 3 times 2 is 6. If that was 3, this must be 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. So both of those ones I've got is 6. Up top, it measures 8 wide, but I don't know how long. I know that the full thing is 7. From here to here is 3, which means from here to here must be 4. 4 times 8 is 32. So 32 plus 12, answer 44 centimeters squared. So there's our answers: 30 centimeters squared, 62 centimeters squared, and 44 centimeters squared. Well done if you got all of those ones right. Right, just to recap, A lot of history sort of stuff. Okay, so you need this for a bit for today, and then I'll go into the next level of it. Okay, so here you go. You've got this one that measures 8 by 3. All right, and we know that length multiplied by the width will always give you the area. And remember, we said we can play around with this as this is a number fact. So although it's an equation, it's also a number fact. All right, there's a formula. Sorry, this is a formula, but it's also a number fact, and we can play around with them and create a fact family. So the length times width equals area. Have a look at the size of that shape. So it's 8 wide, 3 long. If I make it 8 long and 3 wide, it's still going to be the same area, isn't it? So it really doesn't matter in which way you multiply them, whether it's 8 times 3 or 3 times 8. The shape, size, and the space inside it will always stay the same. Okay, so based on that, we can also say that that could be true, that width times the length also will give you area. Okay, and then we also know then that area divided by the length should equal its width, and area divided by the width equals its length. Okay, so that's using our number facts that we've been doing since September. The principle, because it's numbers, that relationship between them all will always stay the same. Alrighty, so long as we know that this can make a fact family, then today's work becomes easier. For example, here's my shape. So here's my shape, nice and easy. Your measurements are, it's got 7 centimeters wide. We don't know how long it is, but we do know that it's 28 centimeters squared of an area. So here, if we look at our formula, we've got length times 7. Okay, so have a look at that. This is our formula. Length times width equals area. Then I filled in the information that I do know. The length I don't know. I've times the width, which is 7, and the answer is 28. So now it's just a case of filling in blanks. What must we multiply 7 by to get 28? The answer, well done, Jay. The answer is 4. Okay, 4 times 7 equals 28. And you can see that although this is area, what's it coming back to? Your times tables. Okay, so for a bit of the first part of today's work, this is what we're dealing in. Okay, this relationship that all you need to do really is work it out. If the numbers are bigger, you take your area and you divide it by the width. Okay, because we said area divided by length will equal the width. So if I divided it that, okay, I would get it. So if the numbers become bigger, that they don't fall in your times tables, it's a division trick. All right, and you just do your division. Alrighty. So you take your area and you divide it by one of the measurements, and it will give you the other measurement. All right. Now that's one set off it. The other set, though, we can add in an extra one if we have to add in the rule of perimeter. Okay. So for our perimeter, we know that perimeter is the distance around the shape. So we can also actually use that to figure out some of the stuff. So for an example, if I have a rectangle, this is 8. And you need to know, so we have to work on clues, all right? We want to know the length, and we need to work out the area, okay? So we want the length, we don't know it, hasn't been told us, and we also haven't been told what the area is, but we have been told the perimeter. The perimeter for this one is going to equal, let's see, 26 centimeters. Okay, so Let's have a look at how we'd break this one down using what we know. So this is now knowledge of 2D shapes, knowledge of perimeter, knowledge of times tables, and then we've got our area knowledge as well. All right, so we're stacking all of those skills up on this one. We want answers for the length and area. We can't work out the area until we know this length. All right, to get this length, the clue is in the perimeter. We know that a rectangle has two sides same length, and then another two of a different length. All right, but they're also the same as each other. So if the perimeter is 26 all the way around, if it's a rectangle, we know this side is 8, the other side must be 8. So 8 plus 8 is 16. If I take my 16 away from the perimeter, I'm going to be left with 10. So I now have 10 centimeters. If I take my 10 and split it between two sides, so 10 divided by the two sides, I get 5. So now I know that my length equals 5. As soon as I have my length equaling 5, I know that 5 times 8 is 40. So area, 40 centimeters squared. Okay, so for these ones, guys, we're using that knowledge of perimeter and working our way back. All they are is they're like little clues. You just have to try and do the detective work. I'm going to do one more of them for you just so you're happy with them. So we have a rectangle. You've been told that this side is 4. We don't know the area. We don't know the length. Width equals 4. Length equals don't know. Area equals don't know. Perimeter, however, perimeter for this one is going to equal 32. So the distance around the shape is 32 centimeters. Okay, so let's have a look. How do we do it? We take our perimeter. We know that we're dealing in a rectangle. So if this side is 4, this one must be 4 because it's a rectangle. 4 plus 4 is 8. So we take 8 away. That leaves us 24. So the distance of this side plus that side must be 24. So we take 24, we divide it by the two sides. 24 divided by 2 is 12. And remember, I could do the bust up method there as well if I want. All right, just very quickly recap. 2 into 2 goes 1, 2 into 4 goes 2. Okay, so straight away, we've now worked out what our sides are. So length equals 12. Once we've got a width and a length, we can do area. Area, 4 times 12, 48 centimeters squared. All right, guys. That is today's work. So a little bit of knowledge. Get used to it because, again, you can get those types of questions, but the shapes might be a bit more complicated and stuff. So getting into the habit of breaking perimeter down and combining it, you'll be fine. All right. So really well done, guys, for getting in. I will hopefully be on later to give you an update on our English on what the task is for this week. So I have another fun writing task for us set up, which hopefully you'll enjoy already. So I should hopefully be on later. I will confirm the time on Google Classroom, okay? But I should be on later for English already. Really well done. If you have any questions, I'll be on Google Classroom. You can fire away. As always, I'll just give a quick scan to make sure I haven't answered the question before already. Really well done, guys. Thank you for getting on and watching it. And keep flying on with the work. You're doing really well already. So well done. We'll see you later.